Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***, so don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning.
GM, everybody. Welcome to the GM show.
GM,
It's
MFers.
Friday. MFers, it's Friday.
Bottom's in.
The bottom is in. Well,
We're popping bottles. We're popping bottles.
that's all very true. And we should get right into things with all that said. Check out gmtv.lol/NFT. That is our NFT collection, the GM bots. And you get holder-only Discord channels, holder-only streams, access to the Kimono tool that we use every morning here on the show in the chart section, as well as when you burn your NFT, you sponsor the show. You get your link in the description of every episode, and you also get in the mid-roll and the credits. So lots of benefits there to owning a GM Bots NFT. Pick one up today.
More utility than
Your
most
mom.
of your NFTs. Oh, geez, bro. More utility than your mom?
Yep. Bitcoin falls after
That's
517,000 jobs added in January, beating expectations. Bureau of Labor Statistics gave those stats yesterday, and Bitcoin fell within minutes of the news. But don't worry. This quant analyst says Bitcoin explosion to 1 million is now on the table. So, yes,
Wait a second.
this pump.
It was
Hey,
that was off the table. When was that off the table?
well, it's just never been on the table. Now it's on the table.
What do you mean? Michael Saylor and everyone's been saying it's gonna be worth $1 million. Who's
Well,
this that hat?
This
As
guy is right, though. That's the difference. This guy is actually right. I'm surprised you don't know Plan B. I mean, you don't know the great Plan B
What? Plan B?
on Twitter?
On Twitter?
Wow.
What am I
You don't
missing
know
out
who
on?
Plan B is. Wow. He has 1.8 million Twitter followers. And he said he told his followers that the bottom has arrived and that $1 million is on the table now.
Plan B, huh?
You know, he's a quant, which is pretty much just means like you're like a really smart autistic person. Right? That's what that means, right?
I have no idea.
I think that means he's a quantitative trader, but he says Bitcoin bottom is in, and he thinks 2024 halving above 32K, 2025 bull market above 100K, and he says maybe $1 million in that 2025 scenario is potential.
Okay.
No, 2025, baby. Did you ever go to $1 million?
That's really not that
Say
far
yes,
away.
Daddy. Say yes.
That's I don't know, man. That's a stretch. Could we get to like 100? Like we're not even at 100K. That's insane. I don't know, man.
Dolph is daddy for the day. GM Dolph. GM.
Yeah, Dolph,
I mean,
we'll hit 100K before we hit $1 million. That's for sure.
maybe. I don't know. Will we?
Maybe we'll just get. Maybe we'll just literally. Just,
I think it technically has to, right? But maybe not. Maybe we'll just skip it.
I don't.
Maybe we can skip it.
I don't know. That seems quite a bit. That seems quite a million.
You're just a poo-poo.
In 2 years.
Poo-poo.
2 years. I don't know, man.
Optimism is planning a major network upgrade called Bedrock.
This show's favorite
March.
number one coin, Optimism.
Yes, the blockchain we love.
Yes.
For no real reason, other than the name is great. Ethereum Layer 2 Optimism will release the first major upgrade, Bedrock, on March 16th, aimed at improving network performance and Ethereum compatibility. Let's see. The upgrade will enable improvements in transaction cost, speeds, compatibility with EVMs. In addition to these performance enhancements, the upgrade will also create a foundation for future improvements such as decentralizing sequencing, the part that collates the transactions together, and improving on-chain security. Sequencing allows the network to derive security from Ethereum. So it says the upgrade should take less than 4 hours and will not require a network reset. So I think everybody in the OP network has been super bullish on this news.
Yeah.
But we'll check out the charts here in a couple minutes. Celsius was insolvent since inception, a court-appointed examiner reveals. According to the report by a court-appointed examiner, Celsius Network had cheated customers since its foundation as a public company.
Wow.
So they've just it's been a scam the whole time.
It's just a scam the whole fucking time.
Yeah. Here's I guess a Twitter thread.
What did they do? They just took their customers' money and then just put up phony numbers there on their site, kind of deal.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking at this balance sheet, and
like it's, I don't know. I
just
don't
trying
get
to
a
look
good
at
view
everything.
of it.
Anyway, it's not. It doesn't look great. But it sounds like, just
They never had enough money.
a scheme.
Yeah,
A scheme.
a scam.
The examiner also
scam.
drew attention to the intercompany accounting between the Celsius UK and Celsius US entities, which Coppola said was convoluted, to say the least, and includes bizarre loans and equity transfers rather similar to those in the Celsius AMV arrangement. AMV and Celsius wrote off their claims on each other arising from incomplete ICO. Both sides recorded these write-offs as secured loans. Anyway, it just sounds like a clusterfuck. It sounds a lot like stuff that was going on at FTX too. No accounts filed in 2 years from the UK branch. So yeah, it was sketch.
Jeez.
Not surprised. Logan Paul and CryptoZoo.
So
were
wait,
hit
those
with a
guys
lawsuit.
have those guys been arrested yet, or what?
The Celsius guys? You mean?
Yeah.
Mashinsky? No, I don't think so. I think he's ridden a horse off into the sunset, I believe.
What?
Oh,
he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. How long has my bank been insolvent on us? Yeah, your bank's probably insolvent too.
Probably, but at least it's insured. That's the difference.
Yeah, at least your little
At least
exactly.
there's-
Unless
there's the
unless you're a
feds.
rich person in there. Unless you got like 20 million in there.
What
good
do they
luck.
not insure? When
Well,
it's
isn't
that
it only
much?
up to it's only up to a certain amount.
That's why I think all the
Yeah.
rich people who have that kind of money, they just use multiple accounts at
Yeah,
different
exactly.
banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that Or
Uh,
reinvest it. It's usually in the stocks and shit like that too. Anyway,
it's
all
sitting
over.
in FTX.
Yeah, I don't think they have. Usually, I don't think people would put that much in just one basket like that.
I don't know because I don't have that much. So
And neither do I. So
not a problem I've
let me
ever
let me go
encountered.
ask someone who has
Yeah.
like $1 billion.
Yeah,
How do you manage all that?
Yeah,
what
nothing
do you,
I've ever
what do you
encountered.
do with all that? Got a real big mattress. Just
Yeah, exactly. I have a lot of rooms with a lot of mattresses. Yeah, so CryptoZoo, Logan Paul, other executives of the project's been named in a class action lawsuit. You know, this story just keeps on unraveling. Even though, I mean, Logan Paul unveiled a $1.5 million recovery plan, though, for the CryptoZoo investors. So, I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this all unfolds in court. This is a civil, class action lawsuit. So, there's nothing criminal. This isn't a criminal proceeding. So this is going to be all just investors versus Logan Paul and them trying to somehow prove that this was a rug, which is, I don't think, going to be actually as easy as it maybe seems. It just is going to be difficult, especially now that they have unveiled that plan.
Yeah, and especially didn't he refund a lot of
Refund too,
people?
offered refunds. Yeah, so
Yeah, like it's not like he didn't try to fix, or undo his wrongs. But at the same time, there is that, like, what's the difference between like a failed business, right? A failed project versus a rug. And so I think him cleaning up his tracks by offering refunds and stuff, I think demonstrates that he wasn't working in ill intent. It was just a failed project, and you know, moving on. So I don't think
Paul
they're going to win
said,
that
"Is
one.
it me
I
or
don't know.
does Logan Paul just look like a jackass?" Yeah, I think he's got a very punchable face.
Oh yeah, he's a total kind of jackass. Yeah, he's that dude like that would be hanging out with
Yeah.
at the bar, and you're just like, oh god, dude, you just shut up, kind of thing.
If he
That's what I'd
wasn't
imagine.
a multimillionaire celebrity, he'd
Yeah, like
just
if
be
he
a
was just
really
at the
annoying
bar with your
guy,
group of
annoying Chad,
friends, and this guy would just be like,
annoying
you
bro
just be
Chad.
just like, oh man,
Not like my
this
opti
guy
Chad. That's
just does not
sexy and
shut up.
manly. Yeah. OpenSea is trying to mitigate theft-related risks. Sellers will be prevented from accepting offers on certain items for 3 hours after some transfers and sales. But don't worry, with Delegate Cash, hot and cold wallet transfers won't be affected. So you can transfer things between your hot and cold wallet, but it sounds like you're going to have to maybe wait to, like, you won't be able to just immediately turn around, right? I think the idea here is to prevent those stolen NFTs from being immediately dumped on best offers and stuff on the market, right?
Right? Yeah, because essentially, yeah, people, yeah, and yeah, because
So you
if
got to wait a
once you get your
couple
NFT
hours.
jacked, yeah, you
Yeah.
could at least maybe try to stop
You
the
could talk to
transaction.
OpenSea, and OpenSea could then halt it or
Uh-huh.
whatever, right? I mean, or flag it at the very least. Why
You
3
know,
hours?
that's not
Speedy
a.
transfers and resales through offer acceptances can indicate suspicious activity. This time frame helps OpenSea, our community, and theft victims detect stolen items while also lessening the chance that buyers end up with an item that's later reported stolen. Yeah, I mean, that's like one thing. If you just have a best offer in for a collection and then someone who stole one just accepts your best offer and just all of a sudden transfers you something they just stole a couple minutes ago, then you're left holding the stolen asset. And that's not fun either. So, yeah. Anyway,
I mean, I could
so
see that.
interesting.
I think maybe they would maybe eventually maybe extend that 3 hours to be a little bit longer. I don't know. I could just, especially like high ticket items, like during like a certain threshold, if it's like a 10, 20, $50,000 NFT,
Right, over
they might
X
be like, there's
number
a
of feet.
24-hour transfer time limit just in case. Yeah, someone's like, yo, that, because yeah, I mean, that's just because, like, what if like your wallet gets hacked, your NFT gets jacked in while you're sleeping, kind of thing. You're not going to have that 3 hours is nothing to you to try to stop anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if that gets pushed to be longer, but
Yeah, we'll see, I
but
guess, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. At least maybe like certain transaction levels.
Like if it's like a
if it's
over
worth
X number of ETH, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with the high floor price.
Let's see. It sounds like OpenSea also announced. OpenSea is just announcing stuff. They're in a mood, I guess. New drop thing. It sounds like you can now apply or get access to dropping a collection on OpenSea. With OpenSea, your drop can reach the largest audience. I wonder if this is kind of like a launch my NFT type thing, like where you are able to upload and essentially launch your entire NFT through OpenSea or something like that. Let's see. Easy tools help you get started quickly. Build your brand without constraints, configure allow lists, adjust drop mechanics, personalize your landing page. Yep. So I think this is a whole NFT launching platform essentially, which
I
is
don't know
genius.
why it's taken them so long to do that.
Yep.
Honestly, but that's dope.
Yeah, I think that's
cool.
And so you'll use a C drop smart contract. So of course, this is like we used Third Web to do ours because it was just easy, and used a pre-designed smart contract because we weren't doing anything fancy. And so if this was around, would we have used something like this? Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But you have to apply right now. So it looks like to get access, you got to apply. But you get a little landing page and stuff like that. So that's cool. Helps you. It's kind of like they did this in steps. First they had their curated drops, right? And now they're using those as examples.
Do you think they are going to vet these projects a bit more? Like maybe they have to, founders have to be KYC.
I mean, it says partner with the most trusted name. So maybe you at least have to, let's go see. FAQ. Can anyone?
Not that. Yeah, I know Crow was trying to do that.
Anyone will be able to drop on OpenSea. For our initial phases, we will not be able to accommodate all projects. So their goal is to eventually allow it for anyone.
Yeah, maybe they won't gatekeep his shit. They're just like, hey, you got a rug? We're your place, bro.
I mean, yeah. Then it's not a matter of is it on the marketplaces? Is it a good contract? All this and that. You got a landing page. You don't even have to make a website or anything.
This whole place.
Then you just need to bot your Twitter account.
This is so ripe for like regulations. So like if you're gonna launch a project, you're launching securities. So then you gotta be KYC'd, and everyone who buys in has to like. This is just reeking of. They're coming for us, dude. We're screwed. Yeah.
Well, and you didn't see actually what we were talking about yesterday too on the show.
No, I missed yesterday.
There was a whole expose novella, 152-page novel that was put out by a group of sleuths that were essentially trying to connect all these projects, many of our favorites like the Ivy Boys and Imaginary Ones and a bunch of these other projects, all to this big bot farming operation done by like a handful of influencers or whatever. And it's 152 pages long. We were just kind of scrolling through it, looking at a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a reckoning that needs to come for a lot of this. What essentially
is the conspiracy there?
All these projects. It's so many of the projects when we were looking at the list that we've looked at and that we've always thought like, why this project came out of nowhere, had all of a sudden all these followers, gets all this engagement, quote unquote, on their tweets, and then sells out and then is gone, right? And it just is like, and then the good projects, like Not Yoda was saying yesterday, and then the good projects suffer because they're not part of these bot networks, so they don't have the success of one of these bot.
It is
projects.
I think it is a huge bot. Dude, yeah, it just.
And the creators of this whole report claim that the government is already investigating this group or whatever, and that this group is totally fucked. But I don't know how much there is to that claim. So and I'm gonna try to. I was trying to read it a little bit more yesterday, but I'm gonna see if any of the people involved want to come on the show, maybe talk about it. But we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. So
yeah,
I mean, we know for sure that there's botting going on. We know there's sneaky stuff going on. We know the influencers are a part of these pump and dumps. And so, we've been
Dude.
long suspicious of all these projects, and it
No,
just seems
these
like
bad apples are
from
gonna
where
ruin it all for us.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Okay, let's go look at the charts.
All right, let's look at the charts. We're gonna start with optimism today. All right,
Nice.
we have been pumping.
Pump.
Right. What was it? Wednesday, I believe. We broke this range here, and then we've just been killing it. Yesterday was crazy because it was pumping, and then I tweeted how it was pumping, and then of course it started to dump. That's just is what happens. I tweeted and then it dumps. But it is. Hey, look at today. We've already got higher highs. We're cruising here. Optimism up 13% right now. Bitcoin. Well, here let's look at the stocks because this is really the big story for me. Because we had Powell really. We had the numbers come in and numbers were good, right? It was as expected. So I don't know if that. I don't know. To me, maybe it is. Maybe it is priced in. Maybe it is. Maybe now that if we just continue with just getting expected numbers throughout the year, that could be very bullish because then basically that it would base. I think it would say that the numbers in. But yeah, look, I mean, stocks for me, came down. Well, first we broke the trend, tested it, and we got a nice firm rejection up above it and got higher highs. We got our higher highs. And so it's really this 50 moving average that's got to be crossing that 200, and it looks like it's on its way. So this is what I'm thinking is looking real bullish. In that hey, we're getting higher lows, higher highs. So I would expect if we get a pullback from the stocks, we test the moving averages, we'll get a bounce up, which would be the bullish pattern. So Abdul, maybe you're right this time. Maybe you're right this time. If you say it enough, you'll be right one of the times. You might be right this time. You might be.
You come in here for
for
enough months. You come in here and say it every day for months straight, and eventually
you'll get that fucking home run. You only need to get it once, right? Yeah. So it's looking.
Abdul. You are
it's
our
looking
prof.
good. The markets are looking good. Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin. See, we are still in these red waves, so I'm like, it kind of sucks because the stonks actually look a lot better than crypto. That's just, if you see here, we had this nice major pump, which obviously is beautiful, but with that news from the Fed and everything, it's just been really, it's, I guess maybe you could say it's in a new range. It did maybe go up a level, sure. Before, right, we were testing the volume range high and we couldn't get above it. And then Wednesday, we really got above it. And now we are closing candles above that volume range high. So that's pretty damn bullish, I think. But it's not, you could say, there's a couple of narratives you could say. I'm on a daily, so if you go down to the lower time frames or whatever, it'll be a different story. But this right here is our range, essentially. Gosh, I'm such a good artist. That's so straight. Anyways, you could see, right? We come down. We've done this number several times. Maybe we come back down. Maybe it's just in a range still, really is what it is. So and we're still in this. So anyway, I'm just disappointed in Bitcoin because it didn't break the range, and we're still in this the kimono wave, right? Which you can get if you get yourself a GM bot and have the best trading indicator in the world. Um,
Best
right
trading
here,
experience of your
it's
life.
yeah, it is still showing us an overbought signal. So maybe I don't know. It's just not. Maybe we get a pullback. But see, as you can see, ever since I've been saying we're gonna get a pullback. I mean, we haven't. I was like, we're gonna get a pullback here. Nope, didn't happen. All right, well then here, nope, didn't happen. Okay, so now I'm thinking pullback here, and let's see if we get a bounce. But we haven't been pulling back to the 50 for some time, which gives me thinking that maybe we just keep ranging until the 50 moving average reaches the price. I think once that 50 crosses above the 200, it's going to be a raging pump.
Right.
So it's that's what I'm thinking. So whether whatever comes first, price returns to the moving averages, or it waits for the moving averages, or it just waits for the 50 to cross the 200. Those three scenarios, it's gonna just like skyrocket, I think, and then we'll get a nice green buy signal, oversold on the daily here for Bitcoin, kind of scenario. So it's looking it's looking bullish, guys. ETH.
The same. Sounds bullish.
It sounds bullish. ETH again, just like
Bonds
Bitcoin.
in
Look, I mean, yesterday we broke that. We broke that trend yesterday, or we broke the range, but we just got slapped right back down. So still in the range, not too happy about Ethereum, but we do have an oversold signal on the kimono wave. Not too stuck. So little kimono lesson for you, when you get the I'm sorry, oversold signals, the green dots, okay, and you get them above the 50, that's this line here, right? When you get these dots above here, you could pump, but it might not have a lot of juice in it. You really want the waves to come down deeper and get those dots down here, like this guy, this guy, this guy. Those are the ones where you're going to see those movements.
Momentum.
Yeah, you're going to get the most of that momentum, But what we could be in right now is what I call a tidal wave, where we just kind of hang out in this zone maybe for some time. I don't know, but that looks gross. I don't think we'd see a pattern like that at all. I don't think I don't
will happen. Actually, you know what? That won't happen.
That won't happen. That's ridiculous. I was just drawing waves, and I'm like, no. I would think, okay, so if price, I mean, we can maybe see a pump. I don't know if I'm gonna say we don't have the momentum to keep going, but maybe we get a divergence, right? We get momentum going down, and price is actually going up. All right, and then we get lower, right? Maybe we do something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I would think would happen more than that first drawing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's a little kimono tip for you. Yeah, you're getting this buy signal, this overbought or oversold signal, and it doesn't. I don't know. They usually don't have as much of a pump, and they're more likely to be a fake out, like this guy here, these guys, kind of type deal. So, although again, this is a tidal wave. This is what I'm talking about. And you just kind of hangs out here, and yeah, you had a nice steady pump, bullish pattern going on. That's what we could be maybe seeing here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens over the weekend. Let's go check out some Solana.
And then let's do mana
for the soy boys.
The soul boys.
Okay. Soy boys.
Get it right.
No.
How dare you?
They are soy boys. All right, so we got Solana not really respecting any of the financial news. It's just like we're shutting in this range. We don't give two shits. Still looking like negative momentum going down. Money flow looks pretty good though. But let's see. I would imagine we get a pullback to the 50 moving average, maybe to this range, this right here, this volume range high for that. That could maybe be one. Or I would see, so these, I would look at this level right here for about 16, because that would be your next level of a big support here. A lot of volume there, a lot of volume. The point of controls down here. So let's see. I mean, we're just at the top of this range. Again, I could see number go up to 200 moving average and that volume range high before we go down. That's where I got my shorts sitting. All right, but we haven't gotten there, so I don't know. Maybe we don't make it there. Maybe we can get there. Maybe we want to see more divergences here in the kimono before we really get a retrace down. That's a tough one. We'll see. I'm hoping we get a little bit higher pump on. I'm just imagining what I'd like to see is a nice, beautiful wick up, and then just crashing right back down, right down to this area. That's the juicy move.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I know I am, but that's the juicy move.
You're a monster.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's all you can do is just hope. Just
Hope for the worst.
Hope for a quick pump and dump kind of trap. Yeah. Anyways, Ape. Oh wait, you said mana. You guys wanted to see mana.
Abdul wants mana.
Mana.
He wants the mana.
Last time we saw mana, I was saying it looked bullish, and it sure does. Still, look at this. We're getting higher highs, respecting this moving average like crazy. I think that's the 13 moving average, somewhere around there. So it's riding the ass of that moving average. Look at that. That's incredible. Just touch it, move up. Touch it, number go up.
Number go up.
Yeah, we've got this buy signal that we've had since Sunday. So I mean, it's looking pretty good. Let's see. Like the thing for me though is that okay, we are above the 200 moving average. Question I have is, will that last? Will it be able to hold the 200 and really wait for the 50 moving average to cross it? That's my big question. It could maybe just range up in this area until that moving average comes up, which would be like, I don't know, maybe before Valentine's Day, right? We get that cross, that 50 moving average crossing that 200. Could be raging once that happens. So, raging. Yeah, because I think right here you got a lot of those vector candles. Yeah, no, just kidding. But they aren't. But yeah, I mean, I think it's got a lot of room to go. I think like up here at the dollar. Let's just get to $1, dude. I think mana could totally get to the $1 here in the next week, let's say.
Okay.
I mean, let's look at the weekly chart. Okay, so bad thing is the VWAP is kind of trending out. The RSI could be totally extended on the weekly here. Maybe it's got enough on it. This close, right? It's actually closing down on the weekly. So let's see if we can get this frown turned upside down kind of thing here. But the weekly, you could see, right? It's challenging this level of resistance. So let's see if we could try to finish this week strong, and then let's come back on Monday and see how this actually turns out. How does this candle print? Right, we got 2 days left. How does this end? How does this week end for mana? Is Is this the doji that just says pump's done and we get slapped back down for the next few weeks? I mean, look, we have vector candle zone here on the weekly, which is alarming. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means price will return to this level at some point, just like this vector candle, right? Dump. Well, we returned and claimed that entire vector candle zone. Likely going to happen here. Not saying we're going to get lower lows. We could totally get, higher lows. So it could start with a weekly bullish pattern, right? We come down, come up, come down, this kind of thing, right? That's what you'd want to see. But let's see. We'll return to this Monday.
Nobody turns a frown upside down like Mr. Take Profits.
Aw. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna make him tear up. Oh, he's just wanted his daddy to say that his whole life, and finally he did.
The dollar is pumping. Not good. Not good. But it pumps, right? It'll challenge the 50 moving average and get slapped back down. So that just means that these markets might have a little pullback. It's gonna be, interesting.
I saw Dolph mentioned something called TON, T-O-N, the Open Network. Just wanted to chime in and say I just was checking that out. TON.org looks like an interesting layer 1 blockchain that was originally started by Telegram. Is no longer ran by them, but is just ran by the community now. But interesting decentralized network. I'm going to look more into it for sure.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it ton? Is that what
TON.
Like?
The Open Network. Here, I'll just show you real quick.
Ton.
Ton.
It's not a ton.
Ton.org. Ton. I guess whatever you want to call it. Ton.
All right, cool.
Looks cool.
All right. That's it for the charts.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's hit a nice little intermission, and then when we get back, we'll look at what's going on in NFT land. Always a fun time. Be right back.
Always fun.
Clockwork Elves. I heard about the Clockwork Elves when I was a little kid. And I decided I don't want to see them. Because everybody sees them. Little goat creatures with little green hats and little green uniforms. It look just like gray aliens. Then they pull their mask off and they don't look quite like that anymore. They wear little gray masks so they don't get too scary. Because they look like little gremlins, little demons. You don't think I don't have 5 steps ahead of all this crap? And I've been a lot further than anybody that takes DMT, let me tell you. Because I got the DMT. Alex Jones got a lot of the DMT. The DMT. The DMT. Every night I go to sleep, it's like 1,000 years.
Hello, it's Freeman from GMTV. Don't get hacked like I did. Get yourself a Ledger wallet at gmtv.lol/ledger.
You're the Jim Cramer of crypto now.
Freeman, no one can hear you if you're trying to talk, man. I don't know. I see your mouth moving,
What do you mean?
But I don't hear anything.
Oh.
So you muted yourself.
What the heck?
So anyway, just do sign language, bro.
Sure.
Was that? What was that?
Hello.
So
No one can hear me.
since here,
Wow.
I was pretty optimistic for it.
I'm a pimp on a
Pretty
blimp.
optimistic, and Freeman's gone. Fine, I'll do this on my own.
Bing,
pong.
Thank you for watching GMTV.
For sticking around, everybody, through that little brief intermission. Let's get
Ping
back
pong.
into things here. Let me get back to my top NFTs here.
Dude, yeah, that Alex Jones clip cracks me up. Like he's
Yeah,
like in
very-
that clip, he's got to be tripping
on DMT
balls. Yeah, shit. Yeah, like he's out of here.
The DMT.
I was just saying, like when I go to sleep, it's like 1,000 years. It's just like, what the fuck does that mean? Like what?
I think that's like maybe a DMT reference because it always feels like you're like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, when you take DMT, it feels like 1,000 years go by.
It's like 1,000 years.
Pretty funny. Okay, let's take a look at the top collections here on OpenSea. You got the checks. You guys, this just goes to show that all it takes is audience. It's not about the art, guys. It's not about the utility. It's about the audience.
Yeah.
This Jack Butcher guy with his 242,000 followers, he can sell you a bunch of Twitter check marks in different colors if he wants to, because he has the numbers to. So this is one of the, it actually is the top volume project right now, the Checks by Jack Butcher, and also another one of his projects, the Opepen edition, is also pamping. So he's got some nice residual income coming in there. Jack
Why?
Butcher.
Like, I wonder what are the royalties on these? Is this guy milking it or what?
4% or wait, what's royalty? 2.5% on checks. I mean, that's not a high amount, but when you have the volume that it has,
That's not.
that adds up.
But yeah, that's
for sure.
I think that's a fair. The 2.5 is.
I mean, let's see. So 1,966 ETH in the past 24 hours. So 40. A cool 40 ETH in royalties there in the past 24 hours. That's not too bad. Could be worse.
He's doing all right. He's doing all right. That's just the trick, guys. All you need to do is get a fan base of 200,000 Twitter followers, and you can sell anything.
Yeah,
you can do it.
That's pretty much. That's pretty much what all you really need to know. I mean, we just taught you an NFT masterclass there. In about 10 seconds.
All you need to do. Dude, that'd be so funny. You're like, join this masterclass. We'll teach you how to sell.
Make like a really fancy trailer for it, like a masterclass
big old ad
trailer
for this masterclass of like how to like sell an NFT project, and then just be like 2 minutes of just being like, get 200,000 Twitter followers. Go do it. Go do it now. Go tweet. Tweet every day. Be the reply guy. Reply everything. Go. That's all you get. Just sit in Twitter. Just go. Do that.
Yeah, and
hire a whole bunch of Filipinos to just be on Twitter for you all the time.
I was trying to also figure out where this guy, like who this Jack Butcher guy is. I was like on his LinkedIn and stuff. I mean, it looks like he was a creative director at a bunch of different places and then founded this. I don't know what this is, this visualized value. He's got a bunch of courses and merch. And so I have a feeling this guy was like a blogger or somebody who created an audience in a different way, because he was already doing the Web 2, courses gig, right? So build an audience, sell them courses. So this is just kind of the next step, right? Is making generative art out of Twitter check marks. So the chat right now is melting down, and I can appreciate that. Dolph wants to see rugs that make him feel better, and this one is not doing that. This rug is not making him feel better.
But there's no utility. There's no like, hey, win a lunch with me.
Well, okay, let's read through this. So how checks went 300x in 30 days, okay?
I don't care about that. I want to know why people
minted
are buying
30
checks.
days ago
What's the utility?
for 0.006 ETH, about $8 at the time.
I don't think he's going to.
Something else to feel bad about. They're now worth 1.5 ETH. So why are they so hyped? Okay. The checks theme is a commentary. This is social commentary, sir. On Elon, Twitter, and paying $8 for a blue check mark as the latest version of digital status. And the art is strangely mesmerizing, with each piece containing 80 check marks of varying colors in an 8x10 grid. But while the art and social commentary kickstarted the hype, the burn mechanics and game theory are what has taken it to the next level. Here's how it works. Holders of multiple checks can burn them to create new, more limited supply versions of checks. Burn two 80 check pieces to get a 140 check piece. Burn two 40s to get a 20 check piece, and so on until a single colored check remains, requiring 64 burns. Going even further, 64 single checks can be burned for a single black check mark piece. The ultimate grail. Only 3 can exist and require 4,096 editions to be burned. This is a pyramid structured rug.
This is, yeah. It's not a pyramid, it's a triangle.
It's a triangle. Sounds like a triangle. This is, I mean, no wonder it's going wild. I mean, the burn mechanics, the game theory, it's stunning.
Oh, yeah. So revolutionary. Have never seen a scam like this before. Yeah.
Okay, you ready? But there's also more, with users having to choose which serial number to keep burning. This has led to DAOs forming to create the Jordan check, serial number 23, specific colored checks, and of course the nearly unattainable black check, which has definitely driven up the price. The burns haven't started yet, and only 4% are listed.
This is what I mean by we're just asking to be regulated in this fucking industry doing shit like this, man.
Ooh, look at this, too. Will people bail out Proof? Kevin Rose and the Proof team were facing FUD after releasing details that his upcoming Proof conference event would be pay to attend for holders, and that the price is 1.5 ETH.
Whoa.
Even with Moonbird holders getting a 50% discount, that's still a $1,000 ticket.
Yep.
In this economy, most were saying no thanks, with just 1,000 of the 4,000 tickets sold as of yesterday. Enter Beeple. Oh, yesterday, Proof team announced that Beeple will be doing a live mint of 200 everyday NFTs at the event. 100 to Beeple NFT holders and 100 to random attendees. So they're dangling, you might get free money if you go. It's like buying a lotto ticket. It's like buying a really expensive lotto ticket.
Dude.
If you buy our $1,000 ticket,
they can't
get an airdrop.
They must be down bad, dude, if they can't have a free event for their holders.
Because only 100 random people will get it, but there's, 4,000 tickets? So it really is like you're buying a lotto ticket. Yeah. I mean, better odds than a lotto ticket, but
with
still
an event.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna lie, the Proof people don't really seem like fun party types. Maybe I'm wrong, but like
real fun party.
Yeah,
well, they're into psychedelics.
Like,
so
is it just
maybe
like
everybody
all
will just
guys
be on
in
acid
business suits?
Or
okay.
So,
well, yeah, the VC boys, huh?
Yeah, Tim Ferriss and
they're
his
all
whole crew. They're all.
Yeah,
psychedelic.
Maybe it would be fun. Maybe it will be fun.
Yeah. Now you're gonna buy one? You gonna buy one? If they told you there would be,
if the utility was, hey,
we've got
candy,
would you then go?
You're gonna trip balls for 3 days straight at this conference. I'd be like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's my kind of conference.
Well, maybe this will be more your style than the Rolling Loud punks are minting today, I believe, with the waitlist pre-sale. Looks like phase 2 starts in 3 hours. Only wallets on the Loud list and waitlist may participate. This is the Genesis NFT collection created by Rolling Loud. 5,555 lifetime VIP passes to all future Rolling Loud festivals. Now, I will say, as far as what we've seen from festivals so far, I know there was that Tomorrowland one last year, and it just did all right. And it's because it was like giving you discounted tickets or
It
whatever.
sucked. Yeah, the
This
utility
is
was pretty
better.
bad on it.
This is what should be happening, where you buy the NFT and you get lifetime VIP to all future events, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Make them
See,
pay
that would because
and give them
that
the
would make
goods, right?
the utility would drive the price of that NFT, right? Because more people would be interested in having a lifetime pass to events, and you're only
Right.
going to give them out to a few amount of people.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's to
And
me that
and
makes
they
sense.
say when we say entry to all Rolling Loud music festivals, we mean every single one. New York, Miami, Portugal, Toronto, Thailand, and more. We're just getting started. So you also get a Discord, private Discord,
Man,
merchandise, and you
that's
also
how
get.
are they expensive? What's the mint?
That's a great question.
I've never heard of this
Uh,
festival. Am I just out of
I
it?
have heard of it. I don't know like who's at it or what it is.
What
I've
kind of
just heard the
music or
name.
anything?
It looks like a hip hop type theme. I've heard the name before. That's about it. But anyway, it's 1.5 ETH, so it's definitely it's a pretty penny. But those festivals are expensive anyway.
That's how
Those
much, mint?
1.5 ETH.
Yeah, but if it's unlimited, yeah, that's gonna, dude. You
Yeah.
only need to go to like probably like
A couple,
3.
yeah, probably make it worth it. Plus, you get
Yeah, three,
VIP. The
3 to
VIP
5
passes are
million.
already like $1,000 to
Yeah,
these
dude.
events.
If it's
So
VIP, I'm
yeah,
I'm interested in maybe minting this
you
and
don't
just.
even know what artists are at.
I don't know. I
Oh,
wouldn't
it's
go
free.
actually. I would just mint it and hold it because I think it would be worth. I think in a few years people would catch on and really want these. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm saying is like this kind of utility makes sense to me. Of like, okay, that I can understand how the floor price could actually be driven up just based on the
Just
utility
yeah,
that's
right,
given. Right? It's
right, and
not
then
like,
more
oh,
as more
you need to
people
have some
discover it.
sort of
Yeah,
crazy
right.
pyramid scheme to drive the price up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, it's
And I
yeah.
think Dolph just came up with one of the best utilities I've ever heard of. Open a bar and give open bar to all holders, so holders just can come in and drink
Dude,
unlimited.
I thought about
It'd be
that
great
already.
for
I thought about that.
any drug you want, coffee,
Um,
alcohol,
yeah, I was
cannabis,
thinking like you could probably like launch a nightclub, like right, just dude, like I
nightclub,
was thinking a
right?
nightclub. Yeah, you get
With
free
VIP
free
access for
cover,
NFT.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that. Yeah, VIP.
yeah.
Maybe kind of thing, and then
Dive bar NFT. It's like the real Board Ape Yacht Club.
dude, I've always kind of wanted to own a dive bar. The thing is, I know I would just like live there. You know what
That's
I
what
mean?
Board
It's
Ape
like
should have done. Instead of building the
it's like
metaverse, they should have built a bar where it was just or a club. I mean, I think they say they're going to
they
make
are.
a Miami
They are.
club. That's at least
They
what they
already
say.
bought the
But yeah.
property.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they're
Okay.
already doing it.
Well, there you go. So
Yeah,
your
so
ideas are
they're
being done.
yeah,
Sorry, Mr.
their
Breakfast.
bar is being built. Well, no, it just started like, it's kind of like you just have to do it more local, like they're doing theirs in Miami, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot. It makes sense. Shit ton of NFT people in Miami.
And partiers, yeah.
I would do it
Big
here
parties.
where I am in Denver, and there's ETH Denver, which isn't a bad platform.
Mhm.
Maybe team up with to try to
Oh, and
launch that kind of thing.
Cardano.
Okay.
The office is right down the street.
Nobody,
Okay.
dude.
Anyways, yeah, this is interesting. Interesting.
What?
Play by Rolling Loud here for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I approve this message. Okay, I think
Good
that's
idea.
it. I don't have anything else really major
Cool.
going on here. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining us again for another delicious time. A great time.
Hey,
Beautiful
while
morning.
we're talking about NFT ideas, would anyone buy an NFT for a resort membership? I'll pitch you this idea later.
Yeah.
I'll pitch you
What are
on
you
this.
doing right now? What are you doing right now? What are you resort?
Yeah. Called
What did you-
Morningville.
Oh jeez. Oh god, here we go. Okay. Okay, everybody. Well,
We'll buy
have a great rest
campground.
of your
It'll
day.
be great.
And we'll see you guys Monday, I guess. Yeah, Monday 10 a.m. Eastern. Hit the like, subscribe button before you head out. And thanks to our sponsors.
GM.